For my project, I made Kutadati Sicilian fig cookies. This is the ingredients list I used. These ingredients were just for the pastry part. I had them all laid out. And these ingredients were for the filling that were in the cookies. It's a really weird mix, but I had it all laid out. I cut up the figs, and I also hydrated them with orange juice and put them on that paper. This part, I put the 2 cups of butter into a mixer. I had to set it down and get it all out. Couldn't do that on camera. But yeah, and then I added a cup of sugar into that, and I mixed it until it kind of got to a creamy consistency. And you'll see that kind of like that, yep. And then I added 2 tablespoons or teaspoons of vanilla in that. Then I added 1 egg at a time. That's what the video said. Said add 1 egg, mix it together thoroughly, and then add your next egg. Then you'll kind of see right here. And then after that egg mixed in, I went ahead and added 3.5 cups of flour to a bowl and added the 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda to that. Mix that together. And then slowly, after the butter and the sugar and the vanilla and the eggs were mixed, I added 1/2 cup, maybe a cup of the flour baking soda at a time into there and started mixing. And I kind of waited till it was mixed, and then I added another cup until the bowl was a little empty. So I had a little flour left in the bottom of the bowl just so I could use to flatten the dough together, the dough that I made that was in the bowl, like that. Yep. Then I kind of put it into a ball so I could just wrap it in plastic, saran wrap, so I could put it in the fridge for about an hour, half hour to an hour. Put it in there. Then I washed my dishes. Then I started on the figs. That was the brand I used. It called for fresh, so I tried to get that. That was the only thing Myers had. I put orange juice in them, and I also let that sit just for as long as the dough. Then when it was ready, I took it out and mashed it. Added 2 cups of raisins. This is 2 cups of walnuts I smashed into the Ziploc bag. Then this is 2 cups of chocolate chips and a 1/2 cup of honey. And I also added 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. And I just mixed that up together. Once that was mixed, I took out the dough from the fridge, added more flour on the counter, just so I can mix it out. And I kind of cut it into 3 separate parts of dough, so you'll see smaller pieces, and the rest was put to the side. Once you roll it out into like a big enough thing, you can add filling just to the top or the bottom part, whatever's easier. I thought it would be easier to roll from the top down. Just enough to make it thick. I preheated the oven to 350, sprayed the pan with butter so it wouldn't stick. Then I slowly tried to roll it. My first one, which is this one, was a little harder. The other ones came out easier after I got the hang of it. But yeah, just slowly keep rolling just so it doesn't because you don't want it to crack or break open. This one was a little bit, but it ended up coming out still good. And then I pinched the ends off just so none of that filling would come out while it was in the oven. And then I repeated the process 2 more times. Also, to let you know, you can keep this up in the fridge for months if you want to save it, or freezer. He said for months. But yeah, then I put it in the oven for about 35 minutes. And it came out, the edges were crispy, the bottom was golden. It wasn't burnt, it was just right. Super hot. Then I cut it into little pieces, and I let my sister and my little cousin try it. It was super hot. They ended up liking it after the first bite, but it was so hot. I kind of felt bad. I should have let it cool off, but they were excited to try it. Yeah, next time, and maybe icing would be good. But yeah.